Hi YouTubers and social media of climbing frame installer. Find ourselves on a Rebo here. All the packs come in multiples. So the whole thing comes as just separate wood. You have to re-drill the whole thing. They all just come as wood like this. So this, for example, is one pack. That's two packs. There's that and a few bits on the actual set. That is the extension module. And basically what they do is they sell you a picture, but that picture consists of 8, 9, 10 packs. So what you get is one instruction manual that then feeds into others. So that's a ladder, and then this is the roof structure, and basically each pack then makes its own little instruction manual. So when you're building it, you're having to jump between instructions and instructions. Right, these pegs, these are the ones that I don't really like. They're just a bit of a nuisance, to be honest. So you have to make the whole set sit on the actual peg itself. It's got like a little ledge inside here, which is where then the play set sits, and then you just bolt through. But what you get, for example, is that one over there. Tried to put the bolt on, and then it's twisted during concreting, which fortunately is sat on the ground anyway. So with that one screw is going to be alright. I will put another one in anyway. But basically, it just moves. So what you get when you got a swing is you got that movement going back and forwards, and then that's when you get movement on here, because you basically not only have you got a play set on a box, you then got it stood on a stilt, which is great if you have this type of garden. I've had to wedge some wood under where it's just slightly on a slant, but it's then moving. But it does mean that you can then lift it up and get it level, which is great. But then you've got loads of stupid stuff. So climbing frames manual, we're going through. I ripped out the actual wood part because, again, when you're going through the manual W4, you never know what it is. You're going back and forth and back and forth. So what I always do is just rip out the bit of the manual that has the wood sizes on it, stick that to the side, so as you're going through you can look at, for example, W4, and then you can just glance at it. You're not having to go back and forward across the manual. However, what you've got is just code after code. Every single bit gets drilled out, from even the roof thing where you're going through the long ways through. Luckily they do give you a drill end, which is nice, but if you put that a few millimeters wrong, when you go to put the roof on at the very end, game over. And then so I've been doing this, what bit was I doing? So W5, you look on here, W5 is blatantly a big fat wide piece of wood, and it's 1200 long. There's nothing else for it. It's thin and long. It's not square and like these ones, for example, W7 and W8, big square bits of wood. However, you turn over the instruction manual, you've then got a thin piece going into a square piece by the looks of this, but it lists it again as W5. So now it's a game of lucky dip as to what bit of wood do you think might go in there that is left from all of these other bits of wood to make it actually work. And the only way of doing it is obviously to stick it in, but then if you go too far it's going to come back. It's just a prime example of these flat packs, which is why I'm just getting to the end of it really. It's just really annoying me. We can come to a garden and build 2 towers in a few hours that we've already pre-manufactured. You turn up, you got the floor, the walls, the bits, dig a few holes, sink the legs in, concrete in. This set's just taking me nearly an hour to try and level it. It's ridiculous trying to dig through new garden that's got stones and rocks and all sorts in. Then you put the peg in, then it sinks in. But basically having instructions that don't even add up. This is a Rebo single tower. However, when you see the pictures at the end, it's actually a Rebo with a little extension off the side, but the instructions don't even add that. So you spend the whole day guessing as to what the hell's going on, as opposed to just building it. I don't know. Dunster House seem to be the best flat packs that I've built for a while. They've changed their setup, but at least their instructions do tend to add up, and at least you get the right screws, which is always a nice one as well. So thank you Rebo for another instruction. Rebo actually declined to build this, so they do offer a building service, but when the customers called up and said can you do it, they say that they don't build this one because it's too big. So don't even know what to say. So anyway, we've turned up, climbing frame installer, and we are installing. However, it's a bit of a guess as to what is going on, in all honesty. It's just a guess. Figure it out, guess a bit more, and then hope, and then guess a bit more. It's crazy how they can't build a flat pack climbing frame and list the wood that's actually the right sizes, the right dimensions, and the right instruction manual. I just don't know how normal people like just plod through these at weekends. Like, we build hundreds of these things and we're still walking around in circles scratching our head. So I'm just gonna walk around, hope, guess, measure up some bits of wood, see what happens, and go from there. I just wanted to highlight the issues with this, and then also, when people are building it, a good starter is if there's handles, like Wiki and Fat Moose always put handles on their renderings. These handles are about 20 centimeters. So if the handle looks like it takes up half of the door, and 20 centimeters times 2, the actual door is 40 centimeters high. Try and get your kid through 40 centimeters. It's like climbing through a bucket. The tarps and vinyls, literally this. So when you're spending £1,000 on a playset, you got this as a roof, it's not going to last long, guys. Just telling you that for free right now. But it'll get stuck on, probably get a phone call at the end of this summer, probably have to come back and re-roof it. I mean, it's not a bad business to be in, fixing everyone else's rubbish that they can't be bothered to fix themselves, but I prefer just to do one job properly. Hey. Anyway, if you need a climbing frame or you want help choosing one, hit us up, www.climbingframeinstaller.co.uk, link is in the bio. Building, Wiki, Selwood, Plum, Dunster, virtually everything. I don't know, Jungle Gym's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, so we don't really quote them very often, but covering most of England into Wales as well. So if you do want anything, let us know, and you won't have to put up with junk like this. Thank you.